All right, welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving deep into the 10 pillars that will completely transform your professional and personal life. We're talking about the core success principles that everyone really should know. You know, those exact habits that separate the high achievers from folks who just kind of stay stuck in the same place year after year. Look, we all want to grow, right? We all crave that genuine sense of fulfillment. But the bridge between where you are right now and where you want to be, it's definitely not built on wishful thinking. It's built on highly specific, totally actionable pillars. By the time we wrap up this explainer, you're going to have a complete step-by-step roadmap for your own transformation.
To really wrap our heads around why these pillars matter so much, I want you to just picture two people. Think of them in your mind right now. Both of them are equally talented, both work incredibly hard, and both have these massive dreams of being successful. Okay, now fast forward 5 years. What happens? Well, one of them has built this amazing career. They've got financial stability, healthy relationships, and they're super respected by everyone around them. But the other person? They are still struggling. They're constantly busy, always exhausted, but making absolutely zero real progress. So what do you think actually made the difference between these two equally capable people?
The deciding factor absolutely wasn't luck, and it definitely wasn't intelligence, because like we just established, they were equally talented. It was simply the habits they built and the principles they actively applied to their lives. Success isn't some mysterious lottery ticket you scratch off. It's a structure. And in this explainer, we're breaking that exact structure down into 10 core pillars. If you truly apply these principles, and I mean really live them, not just listen to them, they literally have the power to completely change the trajectory of your life.
Let's jump straight into Phase 1, defining your path.
So our very first pillar is clarity. You see, one of the biggest reasons people stay stuck isn't a lack of talent at all. It's a complete lack of clarity. Imagine jumping into your car right now and just hitting the gas without any destination in mind. I mean, you'll keep driving, you'll definitely burn up all your fuel, but you're never actually going to arrive anywhere meaningful. The exact same thing happens in life. You've got to stop and ask yourself, where do you want to be in 5 years? What specific skills do you need to get there? And honestly, what kind of person do you need to become? Getting crystal clear on your final destination is going to save you literally years of confusion and wasted effort.
Once you finally have that clarity, well, you need fuel. And that brings us to the second pillar, motivation. Now, people are always saying, oh, you just need to stay motivated. But here's a massive shift in thinking for you. Motivation isn't something you just sit around on the couch waiting for. It's something you actively create. Your motivation has to stem from a deep internal why. Maybe that's providing an amazing life for your family. Maybe it's hitting financial freedom so you finally control your own time. Or maybe you just want a better life than you had yesterday. Whenever your energy inevitably fades, and it will, reconnecting with that exact purpose generates the drive you need to keep pushing. Purpose is what creates motivation.
Pillar 3 is dedication. Now, while discipline helps you actually do the daily work, dedication is what gives that work its meaning. Dedication means staying fiercely committed when things get incredibly tough. And let's be real here, there are always going to be setbacks. Projects you literally pour your heart into might completely fail. People might heavily criticize you. But dedication steps in right at that moment to remind you exactly why you started the journey in the first place. If your underlying purpose is strong enough, dedication guarantees you simply will not throw in the towel after the first obstacle.
Moving right along to Phase 2, the daily engine.
This is where we transition from the dreaming phase to the unglamorous, nitty-gritty daily work that actually gets results. Coming in at Pillar 4 is discipline, and we see a huge contrast here. So many people think success is born purely out of motivation. But remember, motivation is just a feeling, and feelings, they're temporary. Discipline, on the other hand, is permanent. You aren't always going to feel super pumped to wake up at 5 a.m. You won't always enjoy going to the gym, and you for sure won't always feel like grinding on your side hustle after a long, draining day at work. But discipline, that's that quiet inner voice telling you to do it anyway. Every single high achiever shares this trait. They do what needs to be done, especially when they really don't feel like it.
And this brilliantly tees up our fifth pillar, consistency. I want you to just think about the number 7,000 for a second. If you commit to reading just 20 pages a day, which, let's be honest, takes maybe 30 minutes tops, that actually compounds into over 7,000 pages read in a single year. That is literally dozens of books. And this exact same math applies to everything in life. Saving just a few bucks regularly creates serious long-term wealth. Working on your health for just a little bit every day creates lasting fitness.
You see, success is not about these giant, heroic movie montage leaps that happen overnight. It's about the small, totally unglamorous steps that you repeat every single day.
Consistency is literally the compound interest of self-improvement. It's all those tiny, daily actions stacking up to create absolutely mind-blowing long-term results.
But wait, how do you actually know if all your daily actions are paying off? Well, that brings us to Pillar 6, tracking and self-audit. Think about it. How many of us actually stop what we're doing to review our own progress? Almost nobody. People just stay super busy, they work hard, but they end up repeating the exact same mistakes on an endless loop. To fix this, you just need to carve out 15 minutes every single week to ask yourself 3 really simple questions. What went well? What didn't go so well? And what can I improve for next time? You don't need to compete with some influencer on the internet where the guy's sitting next to you at the office. Your only real goal is to compete with the person you were yesterday.
All right, let's shift gears to Phase 3, weathering the storm.
Pillar 7 is a big one, resilience. Let's just normalize something right here and now. Failure is a mandatory part of success. There's no getting around it. Just remember that James Dyson created over 5,000 failed prototypes before his vacuum finally worked. 5,000! The only difference between the absolute top achievers and the folks who give up is simply that the high achievers didn't stop. Resilience quite simply means getting up exactly one more time than you fall down. Every single setback you face is holding a hidden lesson. Your only job is to find that lesson, learn it, apply it, and then keep moving forward with that brand new knowledge.
And to make sure you can adapt to all those unexpected setbacks, you really need our 8th pillar, continuous learning. This is incredibly vital because, let's face it, the world evolves every single day. Technology updates, entire business models flip upside down, and massive global industries can shift overnight. If we stop learning, we just slowly but surely become completely outdated. You got to read the books, take the courses, find the mentors, and soak up educational content, because every single new skill you acquire correctly increases your personal and professional value. The second you stop learning is the exact second you stop growing.
Finally, we reach Phase 4, building lasting character. The absolutely crucial takeaway with Pillar 9, integrity, is choosing to do the right thing when absolutely no one is watching you. Sure, your knowledge might be enough to get your foot in the door and get hired. Your hard skills might even be enough to score you that big promotion. But integrity, that is what earns genuine trust. And trust is the secret ingredient that creates the kind of massive, life-changing opportunities that money literally cannot buy. Always remember that a stellar reputation takes years of hard, honest work to build, but it only takes about 2 minutes of poor judgment to completely destroy. So guard your integrity fiercely.
Our 10th and final pillar is gratitude and humility. As you start crushing your goals, never ever forget to look back and celebrate how far you've come. Really appreciate the people who had your back when you had absolutely nothing. And above all, stay humble. No matter how wildly successful you manage to become, there is always going to be someone smarter out there, and there is always something new you haven't learned yet. Gratitude acts as this anchor that keeps you firmly grounded in reality, while humility is the wide-open door that keeps you growing and expanding your horizons forever.
Okay, let's just do a super quick flyby of all 10 pillars we covered today. Think of them flowing through their natural phases. Phase 1 gave us clarity, motivation, and dedication to start the journey. Phase 2 fired up that daily engine with discipline, consistency, and tracking and self-audit. Phase 3 strapped us in with the armor of resilience and continuous learning. And finally, Phase 4 anchored our whole character with integrity plus gratitude and humility. Listen, these aren't just flashy buzzwords designed to make you feel warm and fuzzy. They are deliberate, daily choices. They're the exact habits that collectively construct a life of immense purpose, epic success, and deep, true fulfillment.
I really want you to walk away remembering this powerful truth. Real, lasting success isn't built by some massive, dramatic movie moment decision like suddenly quitting your job or moving across the country. Nope. It is built by the small, quiet, almost invisible choices you make every single day when nobody is standing around clapping for you. So, choose your daily habits wisely, stay fiercely disciplined, never stop learning, and whatever you do, never stop growing.
As we wrap up this explainer, I want you to take a second to reflect on your own unique journey. Which of these 10 pillars has made the absolute biggest difference in your life so far? Or actually, here's a better question. Which one are you currently neglecting that could be the magic key to unlocking your future? Really think about it, drop your answer down in the comments, and commit to taking just one small step today to start building up that pillar. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for this one, and I'll see you in the next explainer.